Hi, I'm Becky Brune, and this is my video diary of my 2-month stay in Southwest France. It is week 7. Number 1, September. In the days between the time that Ward left and the time that Marianne was due, fall came to Southwest France. The days are cooler, the rivers have filled, and leaves are falling. This house is really enjoyed best in warm weather. There are significant gaps underneath both the back door and the front door. So I was cold and I started to drink hot tea during the day and sort of obsessively check the weather forecast, hoping for some good weather for Marianne. While I was getting her room ready for her, I noticed a light switch behind her door. And I flicked it on, and it turns out it is the power to an air conditioning unit in her room. Would have been real helpful during the heat wave, not so much in the fall. Number 2, Marianne. I picked up Marianne in Bordeaux at the Bordeaux airport on Saturday, and we were completely undaunted by the clouds and the rain and her jet lag. We just started right in on the fun. Pizza in the square. She took this beautiful picture the first night. That is not the moon, it's a street lamp. Pastries in the morning. Marianne and I wanted to have some lighter meals that we made at home. So we went to the grocery store and got groceries. And Marianne was, as we all have been, shocked and delighted by how inexpensive food and wine is here. This whole tray of food was €51. 3 bottles of wine, cheese, bread, charcuterie, coffee, pate, chips. Oh, it was great. I took Marianne to some of the familiar places because they're so great. Bergerac, the water lilies. We took a bunch of photos for our artist friend Meg, who is painting them. Chateau de Rasse, the Creperie, and I took Marianne on a walk around the lake where I walk, and that is where the incident occurred. Number 3, the incident. Marianne is a naturalist and she's a forager. And so rather than just striding around the lake the way I usually do, we stopped at the informational signs and looked at, what animals and fish and birds are there. She identified plants and mushrooms and elderberries, and she also went into the bird blinds. It was fun. It was more fun than the lake usually is. But just as we were finishing, suddenly the incident. On the path right in front of me was a hideous creature. This is a drawing of what I saw. It was exactly like the Alien movie, except, a smaller version. I did not scream, but I did squeak rather loudly, sidestepped it, and plugged my ears. Because why? I'm not sure. It just seemed like a smart defensive move. When we were well past it, Marianne insisted on going back to see what it was. And I videoed her from a safe distance as she investigated and documented it. I really did not want her to be that close to it. It turns out it was a terrified crawdad. The French word is écrivesse, and I think that's probably something they would put on the menu. But I just want to say, it could have jumped up and gone into one of my ears. Number 4, the cooking class. We had booked a 3-hour cooking class about 2 hours from Aimé. So pretty early in the morning, we got into the car and we drove to Saint-Cyprien. The class was in a really cool outdoor space. The couple, Ian and Sarah, are British. So when he told us we were going to be making fish pie, I was kind of disappointed because that's such a British dish. But the preparation and the ingredients were very French. We made a salad and dressing, and we made the pièce de résistance chocolate souffle. He took us through step by step. We were very, very proud of our chocolate souffle, and Marianne and I were pretty sure that ours would shame everybody else. Unfortunately, they were all pretty good. We enjoyed our classmates and our teachers and the lunch. Number 5, the last days. The weather was perfect for the last 3 days of Marianne's stay, and we didn't try to jam a bunch of things into it. We really enjoyed the outdoor space. The passion fruit plant blossomed. We played Yahtzee and enjoyed our carbs and our wine. Marianne enjoyed pointing out crawdads because we ended up seeing them in other places. They were at the water lilies. There was one that I accidentally stepped on, but I think it was already dead. And then there was this artist rendering. That may be an ant, but she pointed it out. And we had a couple of really great meals at home, including this one, ribs and 2 kinds of potatoes. On her last day, we took a long walk in the sunshine, and we're gonna have drinks with the neighbors tonight and go out for dinner. I have about 10 more days here. My tutor, Isabel, asked me if I was getting what I wanted out of this trip. And I said, I think I am. Yes, but I'm not sure what it is. But I do think I am getting it. Thank you very much for being here. See you next week. Bye.